It does seem as though it's the same thing that
A lot of
caught
charges actually.
has gone
It's
away.
not just that.
Has gone away, or is
No,
still
no, no,
there?
no. They're still there.
There's most of it has been dropped.
Okay, the ones against Didi?
Yes, for
Okay.
lack of is it evidence
Substantial
or substantial
evidence.
evidence? But the one that has to do with the human, trafficking and of persons and all that is sustained. That's the one. If he can wriggle himself out of it, okay. But that's the same thing that also got R. Kelly. And look at where he is now, singing songs from the cell. Even though some say it's AI generated, but whatever it is, though, it's not really looking fine and pretty for him or for them. Well, where are you coming home to? I mean, okay, I know you drifted a little bit, but yeah, you're back to Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Yes, we'll give you an audio-visual radio experience that you can count on anytime, any day. It's way back Wednesday. This is the part where Cassie says, you're being dramatic again. But anyways.
I love the drama. I love the drama that comes to you. Because I think
the drama.
That's what makes you UD.
Yeah.
That's what makes you who you are.
Great.
And I'm not complaining.
Oh,
so
look
it's
at that
fine.
now. Aren't you going to give me a high five? We're on air. What are we talking about this morning, though?
All right. We're talking about the fact that a Nigerian, a billionaire, okay,
A Nigerian bully.
Blord,
Nigerian bully.
is currently trending, following a video that went viral where he was seen just having his good time with his wife's family. Now, in that very innocent video, some people saw issues with it, like they had issues with the video. So let me just give you the backstory.
Okay.
So the crypto mogul just wanted to vibe with his in-laws, but the internet had other plans. A video of the businessman casually chilling in wife's family compound in Anambra went viral, but not because of the movement. It was the house in the background that lit up social media. Nigerians are now dragging him for allowing his in-laws to live in such a humble setting despite his supposed billions. Yes. And now some people are even criticizing him, saying that, is this not the person who is always gifting people iPhones and even doing charity and everything? So how come he's allowing his wife's family to live in such a humble place? They're saying, with all the money, why are your in-laws still living like this?
Well, it's, the in-laws are still living like that because they say don't forget your humble beginning. So wants the wife family to remember that, look, this is where the humbleness, humility begin from. This is where it came from. And then to tell wifey, you know what? I really appreciate the humble beginnings that you came from. I mean, look at it. It's not so terrible as quite a number of persons are putting it. I mean, look at it's still modest. And yes, the social media netizens have also agreed and said, well, it still looks it looks modest. But for a bully that you are, being a billionaire that you are, come on, be Lord.
Okay, so you're not
Do
comfortable.
something.
You're not comfortable with the way the house looks. You're not comfortable with that.
Well, I'm coming from the place of he has reasons, and you never know what contracts has been signed
Contract
in the background that says, you know what, leave the house the way it is. The people who are inhabitants of the house, they're not complaining. I mean, he was having a great time with them right there, and they were exchanging, drinks and gisting. They don't have a problem with that. Now, y'all don't know what's going on. Y'all be so quick to throw your voices into some other people's business. What's your problem?
Okay, I think I would say that ordinarily it's not an issue, right? Because people come from where they come from. We all have where we are coming from. However, I think some people are dragging the guy for the fact that he's a well-known philanthropist, at least publicly. We all know he's involved in charity, helping other people come up, and also even doing giveaway online and everything. So people feel that, okay, if you are that type of person, then your wife's family have no such a vicinity or a place.
I agree with you.
And then on the other hand, people would say that it is not his responsibility to build a home for his in-laws or his father-in-law, because they want to assume that the father-in-law has able-bodied sons that should take up that responsibility.
Right.
However, as much as I would say that we should not over depend on son-in-laws, or even think that, oh, son-in-laws are supposed to be like that liberating force, let's not forget the fact that we are Africans, and there are certain things that make a part of our culture. Help is a part of our culture.
Okay.
I know that there are some men that the moment you tell them you come from this family or you're a firstborn, they don't want to marry you.
I agree.
They don't want to marry you because they don't want to show that responsibility of saying, I'll be the one to pay your brother's school fees, your siblings, every other person that's coming behind you.
I disagree.
It's my responsibility.
I disagree. But go on.
Why do you disagree?
I disagree. So I'm a
No.
firstborn and I have seven younger ones. You are a firstborn, you have 6 younger ones, and you're saying it's because they don't want to take. No. In our hearts, as men, the way that we are built for responsibility. Taking up responsibility.
No,
Wait now, I'm coming now.
Okay.
We are built to take up responsibilities. Yeah? So the idea now of saying that they don't want to take that's why they are not marrying. They don't want to.
That's
I
not
thought
what
that's
I
you
said. No,
Okay,
that's
did
not
you
what I
say?
said. I said
Yeah.
that there are some men
Okay, some
who
men.
do
some
not
men.
want, no, hold on,
Okay, I
who
get
do
that.
not want to marry firstborns, or even ladies that come from a relatively poor background.
Oh, poor.
Yes,
Okay,
because
you said poor.
they do not want to take that responsibility of trying to shoulder everything. Because let's imagine a scenario where a very rich man, or let's say a relatively well-to-do young man,
Yeah.
gets married into a family where the daughter is the firstborn, and then she has like 5 siblings who are even yet to be done with school. Because even if they are not going to bill the brother directly, they will bill the sister.
Yeah.
And even if the sister is well-to-do, there is an extent to which she can show that before she will call out to the husband that help me like this, like this. We've seen situations like that where brother-in-laws have done so much for their sister-in-laws, they've done so much for their brother-in-laws, and so many things. We've seen in-laws elevate families.
Okay.
We've seen in-laws do so many things in the families that they married into. So for that expectation, people who think that the guy should renovate his father-in-law's house might be right, because he is a well-known billionaire. Yes, he's well-known for his philanthropic works, where he sometimes randomly gifts people money. And I think I even saw where he renovated the road to his house or some in the village or so. So according to the picture that is being painted on the
yeah.
internet,
Okay.
he can afford the proper renovation of the house, not to suit the ideas of the public, but at least to make the space comfortable.
Okay.
And then if you want to look at it on the other hand, you might want to say that he does not owe that family anything.
It doesn't know, yeah.
Because you want to assume that the man who is his father-in-law has other children, or has children that should shoulder that responsibility.
That's right.
And people are saying, let's not promote the culture where every other person is sitting, and then because you got a very wealthy son-in-law, you want to kill him with the burden or just break his back with billing and everything. But like I said, 2 sides of a coin.
All right.
And it's difficult to say if the people lashing
Yes.
him are
Yes.
wrong.
Yes.
And then it's also difficult to say they are right.
Okay.
Because they might be right and they might be wrong, depending
Cassie.
on which side you're looking at it from.
Let's see it from this other side's angles that I'm
Okay.
looking at it from. Now, there is no point in time that these in-laws, so to speak, have come out on social media or any other platform to call out Blord and say, you have not taken care of us,
Yes, yeah.
or you're not building this house for us, you've been giving people what do they call those things again? Monies, handouts,
Doing
and all of that.
giveaway and everything.
Giveaways. Nothing is for us. There's no points. There's no place. We've not seen that. All right? So let's establish that. Secondly, let's even say the Blord is not indeed doing that. I don't
Okay.
think he owes them as a responsibility to do so. Right? That's one. And since he doesn't owe them, the person who directly would owe his parents or her parents, that renovation should have been his wife. Now,
Okay.
I would blame it on the wife. What are you doing yourself? Are you?
But you know that if the wife wants
I'm
to
coming.
renovate,
Yeah,
it will
I
still
agree.
be the man.
I agree. The only thing is, I still hold the wife responsible.
Okay.
A wise woman builds a home, a foolish one destroys it. So it means that
Wahala.
I had to infuse it.
That you brought the scriptures and everything.
the reason is because if whether he wants to be billionaire, trillionaire, quadrillionaire, whatever he wants to be, You see, with that woman, where that woman is, Blord is just Blord. What's his real name again? Let me go check it. So we just like call it in context. Yeah, with that woman, his name is just Linus Williams. That's his name, right? And with Linus Williams, a woman that knows her place and her position, her power in the house, forget it. She will get him to build the thing.
Yeah.
In fact, give him the reasons to see. Another thing, Cassie, is this. There are some in-laws, because from what I see that in Anambra State, and that looks like, you know, a village or
It's
city.
a village. It's a village.
Okay.
Yeah.
A township, if you
village,
like. A village. Yeah. I can give you a solid example where we had brought, when I was pretty little, we brought grandma from the village.
Okay.
Come and sit down. Oh, look at the house we lived in right there in Lagos. Big upstairs, space, everything. Grandma will still be yearning for the village. Now, I didn't understand it. Like, look at, you don't need to do anything here, Grandma. Just sit down and cross your legs. Look at me, your grandchild. Look at, you know, your child, your son-in-law, and that's my father. And just anything you want, so you beck and call. But Grandma will still be homesick. At some point, Grandma started crying that she wants to go back. Oh, the women meeting in church. Grandma missed that home. So hence, you never know. For Blord, his in-laws, you don't know if they have landed property and they just don't want the house renovated. They may have issues of security issues. That, you know what, you renovate this house now, it will now become
be a target.
Good. Becomes a grand house. People now line up and say, wow, it was a mushroom before, now it is a mansion. Oh, there's money here. You don't know, with the state of insecurity that's going on and people are being abducted here and there, kidnapped and all. Come on. I mean, should I even say, I think we should go to the video, just as you said, Cassie. Let's just get a play to it and maybe get to listen to how the harmonious, joyful time that he was spending with in-laws. He was spending good time, quality time. These people may have lands
Everywhere.
Yes, but they just act like, we don't know. In fact, if they mention he's the billionaire now, he's like, just forget that talk. Forget that talk.
Okay.
Forget that talk.
I love the fact that we're exploring this from every angle. Now, another angle I want to look at this from is the fact that the origin of these people we're talking about. They are Igbo,
yes,
from the southeastern part of Nigeria, yes. And you know that the average Igbo person is synonymous with being proud of his heritage. I mean, where he's coming from.
Right.
And the fact he wants to show people, to know and see
noticed.
that.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's that prestige. He wants that aura to be there, that yes, this is who I am. So people might want to look at it from the angle of, for someone like Blord, yes, it's not his biological or ancestral home, but it's his wife's ancestral home or home, right? So if he can brag about, I think there was a time his wife's fees and everything. He's the one who sponsored his wife.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes, because he was even celebrating her when she passed out from NYC and everything.
Yes.
So for someone like that, you would expect that the house will look different. Let's remove the whole part where you're saying, oh, security and stuff. But you would expect that, okay, that image will be befitting of the average Igbo man's mentality, or the African man who is proud. A man might live in the city without a room to call his own, but go back to his village, go back to his root, you will see mansions. We see these things and we know how the Igbo people are. And we know that they're very synonymous with having mansions in their villages. We can all testify during the December period, they go back home and we all see the videos they dish out. For anyone who has been in the East, you would understand what I'm trying to say. As much as you might say that, yeah, we still have people who are relatively poor and everything, but the average Igbo man does not joke with his ancestral home or where he calls home.
Right.
So no matter how he may live in the city, that home back there is a big deal for him.
Right.
So that is where some people might be coming from, saying that, okay, why is it that this place is not renovated? Why is it this way? So
Okay, so y'all get to tell us what y'all think, because it does seem as though myself and Cassie, we agree to disagree, but we will agree with you coming in the picture, right? So you tell us your thoughts on this. And the Igbo people, you've been called out. Cassie has called you out. He said,
No,
you people are people that like to show off.
I think, yeah,
You like to-
it's,
you like
it's a
to-
very good thing.
So,
it's a very good thing,
yeah.
and that's why you see that a lot of eligible young women out there, if you ask them, they might want to marry an Igbo man because of that. And
Okay.
because they feel safe and very stable when it comes to finance and everything. So,
Right.
hello.
Good morning.
Yes. Good morning. How are you doing today?
Fine. Naja is my name.
Elder Najer from Cuba, welcome aboard. Talk to
Good
us.
to hear from you.
Pastor, you see, all the people talking there have music. They don't know the custom, the reason where that house is. You see, I'm in Club 70 now. My father's house, we make meeting there last time. The bidding on that my father house, you are not allowed to change the pattern. And then any meeting where we went to hold, if we went to receive our guests, we go to that house. You are not allowed to demolish that house or change the pattern. You only renovate it as it is. That's where we make our meeting. Even my own mother's house, any meeting where women went to make, they go to our compound, they enter that place. You are not allowed to change the pattern of that house. All what my mother used inside of that room. And then if my wife is inside of that room, I went to enter that room. My wife will come out before I enter. So there's a custom everywhere.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean that the man don't have money to renovate house. We have mighty house around that city.
Sure.
All of us will have better building to stay. But that house, the instruction of that house, you are not allowed to change the pattern. Or you only, if it's something for them to amend it, but that pattern, you are not allowed to change it. And then two, there's somebody when they dictate to do that work, not money from any house. Some houses in our place there, woman's son, my daughter is today now. As today there, if you marry born, your son, there's something in your father's compound. The only thing you have right to do it. So there's custom everywhere. That man doesn't mean that he don't have money to do it. That according to the custom of the area. And if we are happy any meeting now, we go to my father's compound. They don't come to my compound. They don't go to anywhere. That place, that's the place. And if you went to marry, you went to receive any guest, it's that place. Somebody can enter that place now and begin the team and say, we get out outside and then we refuse to build it. It's according to the custom of the place. Thank you very much. God bless Nigeria. Thank you.
Okay. According to the customs of the place, all right? Don't
Now,
write that out.
Another angle entirely,
Yes.
because people have things that they reverence in their home.
That's right.
Like there are some families where they buried the head of the family in the compound. So even if you want them to relocate from there, they cannot, because that is what symbolizes their unity
Yes.
as a family.
Okay.
Hello, good afternoon. Good morning,
Good
rather.
morning.
Sorry. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
Good morning. Yeah, my name is John.
John, where are you calling from?
Yeah, I'm calling you from Kaduna Road.
All right, talk to us, John.
You see, the analogy have already said something. He have already said something that is in traditional way, in tradition way. Yes, it's even my village. When I want to build house, I think that my own grandfather house, but it doesn't touch him. I understand.
Okay.
You see that, but what is that? I don't know how but as a law, are you hearing me, ma?
Yes, go ahead, please,
As
John.
an in-law, we have something. You have to raise somebody from that family. Are you hearing me?
We can hear you, please. Go ahead.
When you raise somebody from that family, maybe that person can be able to renovate the house and do everything. Some big men are doing like that. Are you hearing me?
We
Yes,
can
go
hear
ahead,
you,
John.
sir.
Hello?
Go ahead. Go
then
ahead.
Another one. maybe him with his wife, maybe there is an issue. Are you hearing me?
Yes, go
Maybe
ahead.
there is an issue. If there is an issue, a family issue, maybe he cannot have mind to do that.
Yes.
I'm a married man. I know
Yes.
whatever go on.
Mm-hmm.
You would go to live, but some small quarter go there. So he can never have mind to help that family the way it's supposed.
Exactly.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, go ahead.
There is smoke, well fire they come out there under.
So
That is something.
John, you believe that there is something more we are not seeing. We're not
There
seeing
is
it
something
yet.
more, yes.
Oh.
We are family now. We're married. We'll see how things moving now.
I guess.
My first wife, the time I married her, I buy land for him brother for inside her. For him student, for him brother. That time they do one work. I be better law. I buy land for them where it be that's where they live today. Are you hearing me? So you have to help family. So you have to help family then to move forward. If they are a good law.
Okay.
That is only my own
Appreciate
contribution.
it. All right, regardless of whatever it is that it might be, one way or the other, just be that good in-law. As John has put it, it says, as a good in-law that I am, I bought a land for my wife's brother. And that's where he's living now, as the good in-law. So what type of in-law are you? And what type of in-law do you think Blord has now become? I mean, especially with social media dragging him left, right, and center, up and down, saying that, Blord, have some shame, have shame. How can you go and see down there? You and your lovely in-laws, and you're gisting over, is it palm wine or something? And you're laughing. Look at the environment. Is it befitting you as the billionaire that you are? Billy? Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good
Yes,
good morning.
Good
morning.
morning.
What's your name, boss? Where are you calling from?
From Asokoro.
What's your name?
My name is Mr. John from Asokoro.
Two John back to back. Oh yeah, now Mr. John, tell us your own parts.
You know, the problem we are having nowadays,
Hello. Mr. John. It's like your connection is disconnected because the network is refusing you to put that call through. But you're listening to Eagles 102.3 FM's General Open Banter, and we are bantering over how Blord, a billionaire in crypto and the rest, Billy, is being dragged now by social media for not renovating in-laws' house. Say you're not renovating in-laws' house, and look at you are doing giveaway on almost a daily basis. Okay, you sponsored your wife through school and everything, and yet your wife's family's home is as if they don't have a Billy like you. Others are saying, you know what, it's not his responsibility, excuse you. I mean, he's only married to the wife. So it does not, so nobody should drag him into this. While others are saying, come on now, as the Billy that you are, nobody needs to tell you. In fact, there are some people who share the speculation that family should ask him too. Ask, Blord. Mazi Blord. Mazi. See our situation, eh? Do something.
That's why I said it's really difficult to call what it is, and the fact that it's out there, people are definitely going to talk,
Right.
and there will be speculations
Okay.
as to why the house is looking that way. However, like I said, there are so many sides to this, and we are learning together. We've already had two people call us to tell us that in some places it is customary that no matter how rich or wealthy you might get, you cannot change the outlook of a place, because that is what holds their heritage.
It holds cultural and traditional
exactly,
values.
just to preserve it and where they come from. So no matter how much money you have, that particular house will still be looking like that, even if you want to build other
Mansions
mansions
elsewhere,
exactly,
but not in that place.
but not that one.
Not where.
So that could also be the case.
Okay.
And then for some people, they will say that he should have done it because he's wealthy and he's doing it for other people. Then why not? And then other people would say that he does not owe that family anything.
Others will now say that it's like his money is not pure.
Wow.
Hey, My goodness. But let's go take this message, though, via the WhatsApp portal. This one here says, good morning, Cass, and Case. Oh, you're a Case. Okay, I get that. I guess it's a mistake. Cassie, you wanted to say. And UD, good morning to you, too. It says, you all will believe me that not all good gifts a man accepts. Oh, on Blord, he is not absolutely responsible over his in-laws' household, and also for him to have such moments with his in-laws. That means they are in good terms, and he may have also contributed to the in-laws' family, which is commendable and not a bragging right. Therefore, whatever analyses we may do here, or the ones people say on social media, the truth remains that we do not have all the facts to conclude that he is this or he is that. So let's learn to respect people's position in life. Let's just let go of some unnecessary assumptions over people because we don't have the fact. There may be reasons for them to be the way we see them to be, so let them be. Uche from Akamata is saying that. So what if the in-laws wants the house to remain the way it is? What will the young man do? Like I said before, what if the in-law is not considering the renovation necessary and is not complaining? We don't have all the facts. I think one thing that you have said here over and over again, Uche, has been, we don't have all the facts. We don't have all the facts. And we registered that from the very start.
Exactly.
But then, as John has called in to say, there is no smoke without fire. Whenever you see smoke, there should be fire. And the fact that he's a social media socialite, and Billy.
Anyway, public image is something. Now, this is someone that has constantly been in the face of the media.
Right.
I mean, he's someone that is very conscious about how his image is being put out there. However, not disregarding the fact that people have to live their lives regardless. I think sometimes you guys have to be very graceful to us. We're not talking about these issues because we have the facts or we want to just talk. And that is why we try to be very objective as possible. We try to look at it from every angle, and we also want to hear from you as well. However, let us issue this disclaimer. Nobody is criticizing Blord for not renovating the home. I think when I started saying it earlier, we all established the fact that this can be looked at from different angles. Everybody's thought is being represented. So please, our dear listeners, extend the grace to us. Sometimes I feel like they are usually very not graceful.
Right, I get that part.
Extend that grace to us.
But then, when we also look at issues such as that of Blord, right? Blord could just be a symbol for some persons who probably have not gotten to a status as the Billy that he is. Maybe they are thousandaires.
Maybe it's other people who are taunting him as a billionaire.
That's one. And secondly, of course, there are some people who are also financially stable. Does not mean they are rich. Do you understand? And they are also in the same shoes as Blord.
Okay.
Right? So when we explore these things from different angles, what it does is that it also allows for us to try to understand the lives of these other people and probably why they're not doing certain things for in-laws or they're acting in the same way as Blord is. Right? So it's a place of learning.
Yeah, actually. And that is what we want to hear from you.
Great.
Does he owe his in-laws that or not? And how is it done where you are from? Is it a custom or not? Because some of our callers have already established that it's customary for some people to preserve certain structures in their family home because they do not want to tamper with the history behind it. Is this the case? Let's hear from you when we come back from this commercial timeout.
102.3 Abuja.
For every Naija man, woman, pikin, and the future wey we dey hustle for, two strong names don finally jam. Na confidence bind us together. Dis na Naija wey everyday dey show you say better fit happen. As you dey hustle, dey push, and dey try to make life better, you suppose waka with strong mind. But make we yarn as e be, confidence pass hope. E mean say no matter your waka, no matter who you be, you get who dey your back. Dem go stand for your matter, hold ground, make you no fall. Sanlam Alliance sabi say confidence no be for only people wey get levels. E belong to everybody wey dey try. Na why we join hand. Two strong bodies don turn one heartbeat to give you the main protection wey go follow you for this life journey. Whether na for business, family, or for your daily bread, we dey your side. As we don't jam, we go fit protect you pass before. They do more together and they carry each other, they go front. Sanlam plus Alliance don't be one name. Sanlam Alliance. Make una waka your life with confidence.
Imagine a city where green spaces thrive, communities connect, and innovation flourishes. Town planning shapes the future from transportation hubs to public parks. Every detail matters. Town planning creates spaces that inspire and uplift the community. Join the conversation every Thursday by 5 p.m. on Eagles 102.3 FM Abuja. Town planning, building cities that thrive. This is brought to you by the Nigerian Institute of Town Planners FCT chapter.
Hi, on May 5, 2025, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu waka again, comot from comfort zone, match ground wey not dey common. Him introduce Nigeria First policy to boost Nigeria economy, make it for grow weller and faster. Tinubu government believe say, like charity, prosperity sef suppose begin from home. So therefore, government don begin look inside to make local products and service them number one choice anytime they want buy or do anything. With this Nigeria First policy, we no go dey rely too much on foreign importation again. E go give new power to our manufacturing sector and the SMEs them, and they boost Nigeria GDP. Even sef, e go reduce our debt for foreign trade, boost the money wey dey inside with foreign account, provide more work for we youths them, increase the money wey government they make inside our country here, and bring better for our manufacturers and agriculture people them. Kai, my people, this Nigeria First policy, na im be the way to go. Oh yeah, make we all follow wella.
Now State House, Department of Media and Publicity, Power Up.
Please listen to this announcement. Farex Borehole. We are competent. We are committed. We simplify borehole for your borehole survey, for your borehole drilling, or any of your borehole challenges. Call us on 080-3596-5170. 080-3596-5170. You can visit our office at Goshen Plaza, opposite Jabi Motor Park, Abuja.
Are you ready for this?
Keep this frequency clear.
We're live. I woke up with a Eagles FM 102.3 Abuja.
Tap in and turn it up.
All day. This is Beyonce.
Hey, it's Lil Nas X.
Hi, I'm Harry Styles.
This is Burna Boy.
Playing the artists you love.
Eagles 102.3.
No AC? No problem. We're cooling you down with the freshest hits.
Eagles 102.3 Abuja.
All right, yes, we're back right there, and you already know what the conversation is all about. The conversation is about a certain, I don't know how to put him now. How am I supposed to put him now? But yeah, he's a Billy. I like to call him Billy, our billionaire. Right now. You don't call the full names anymore. You just say Billy. You know, when you say Billy, people just know that, hey, that's a billionaire, right? But he's a crypto billionaire, and that's why they even call him the Blord, right? And social media and netizens are dragging him. In fact, Nigerians are dragging him for not renovating in-laws' house. Is it his responsibility or not to renovate in-laws' house? If in-law does not say we want renovation, should he force them into renovating it? And then the last part will say, what is your business in dragging whether he's renovating his in-laws' house or not? Have you renovated your in-laws' house just yet? That you're going about asking whether this billionaire is renovating his in-laws' house or not. But the one that really got us is the part where there's a video, of course, circulating social media. This video from where this content came out from, this dragon came out from, where he was having a good time. Yeah. He was really having a fun time with his in-laws. They were just drinking and gisting together. I mean, so you just see that there's no strife, there's no tension between these two. But you know now, social media, somebody said, can start a fight where there was no fight before.
Actually, absolutely.
Do you understand, Cass?
Yeah.
It may be that the in-laws too, I've never thought about this before. Just because social media has brought it up now.
Social media is talking about it now, so why not?
They'll be like, hey, we have been saying, we had a hunch. Something was telling us.
It's possible that he's doing other things, you know. You never can tell what he's doing for them.
Absolutely.
Remember, from what he said and the post he made when his wife passed from NYC, it's obvious that he sponsored her in school. And she's looking good, you know. She's looking good. He's taking care of her and everything that has to do with her.
Okay.
Well, let's pick some of your comments here on social media. Let's see what some Nigerians are saying and how they are reacting. Remember, you can also send us a message or call us and tell us, what do you think about this whole thing? All right. Now this one is at Clip Won't Miss. They say, I know it, you know it, we all know it. Deep down you know and feel it, but you won't say it because of whatever. I am not an entitled person and I loathe entitlement, but the truth is, for someone who is as rich as he is and as generous as he is, especially to strangers, I mean people who are not even family, it's weird that he has not extended that generosity to his in-laws. Just saying.
This is a spiritual undertone to it. You don't have to. That's why I said I know it. You know it too. Deep down, you will not say it. This young man.
All right, now this one is at San Majora. They say, if you know how I hate entitled people, and I rather do something for the benevolence of my heart than being blackmailed into doing it. First, the wife is his responsibility and nothing more. Now, the wife's brothers can come to him to help them start a business or do something tangible in life, which he might do if he wants to or not. It is the responsibility of the brothers to make their village family house better.
Okay.
All right, now this person, all right, this one says, this is Big Zim. He says, family matter, laugh out loud. Now who put mouth be mugu? My guy, stop talking to his wife's family after he sent money to finish their house, and his wife's elder brother used it to buy Highlander to carry Unizik girls. Now so 32 million naira vanish. Goodness. Okay, so that's another angle. So this guy is giving a personal touch to you that his friend once gave money to his wife's family to renovate their house, only for the wife's elder brother. He used the money,
firstborn, probably,
to buy Highlander. To
carry
be cruising with girls in Unizik.
My goodness.
All right, now this person is as FDG. They say the people saying this are not useful. Just saying, because that's why a lot of people remain. Okay, we have a call. Let's just pick it, UD, before we come back.
Let's go. Hello.
Hello, UD.
Yes.
Hello.
Good morning. Good morning.
This is Uche calling from Akamata.
All right, Uche, go ahead.
Welcome aboard.
Cassie, like I said before, I agree with all your analysis, but then I've also listened to some callers say that it is customary to some people. It is not customary in anywhere in Igbo land. Rather, it is a choice.
Oh, okay.
It happens. My father told us jokingly that this is his house and everything, that he wants it to be like this, so that his grandchildren will know that this is where grandpa came from, all the rest. I told him, Oga, please, if this is in part of your will, go and amend that section. It will only temporarily stand, because we cannot imagine the entire compound having a good shape. If you want a museum, please allocate a land for us to set it for you, or if you want an archive. But as for this entire compound, we will not leave it like this, but we can respect it as long as you live. And if this is part of your will, please, my other brother was there. I told him to please tell your dad so that you can even arrange with him, amend it, because I will contest it. It will not last. Although we were just saying it jokingly, but that is the fact. So people do all of these things based on choice. It is not customary, especially in Igbo land. And concerning this one, like I always said, It's just maybe we don't know. And there is so much insecurity. Sometimes some of these things might even bring you out or even lead to your whatever. You know what I'm talking about. So people try to live according to their means. And we know this person they are talking about to be Lord. It's not too much for him to do. And perhaps he must have also contributed in the welfare of the family or the other. If I don't want, for me as a man, I wouldn't even want my in-law to build my house or to renovate it, no matter how rich you may be. But you can raise my son. Let my son do it for me. And if you do it to my son, if you raise my son, you have also raised me. So what do I have to lose? We have pride and we have choice. And our choices, may come in different ways. So we cannot actually conclude. But based on what he is and who he is, that all of us know, people might see it to be weird that he's leaving his in-laws to be like, but the main point is that he is in peace with his family, with his in-laws, and with his wife. So I didn't see anything bad, but then we don't have all the facts. I rest my case.
All right, case rested. Appreciate Uche right there.
All right.
Uche just did what they will call in cypher. When you come on the stage, you hold the microphone, you put a rap, and you drop the bars, and you drop the microphone.
Drop,
you know what? I rest my case. I'm out.
Okay.
I'm done.
Now, I think he said something about when we talk about customs or we talk about norms or even culture, we are not saying it has to be the one declared by a village chief or what. Like customary, something customary, like it's your custom
even within
is
the family.
yourself. It's a habit,
personal.
a practice. So when maybe he misplaced that context, we do not mean it that it's the one declared by the community or the family
or the culture
or the chief. No. Custom means what is accustomed to you, like customized, like it's gotten from that word. I would say you can use that. It's like a culture or a norm.
It is customary for me to come to work as early as possible.
You wake up at 5 a.m. That's customary.
That's right.
So that is the context in which we're using. I think we have another call. Let's take it. Hello.
Thank you very much, my daughter. God will bless you.
All right, welcome, sir. Go
you
ahead.
have explained. Some people don't know the meaning of custom. Anywhere in Igbo land, they have custom. And then anywhere, even in European countries, they have custom where you can't tamper with it. If somebody is telling you say that there's no type of that custom in Igbo land and contest what his father is saying to do, that person don't know the meaning of custom. If they are talking on radio, somebody should take reading before you talk. I have taken my own custom and then my father's company and then what we are maintaining. And then somebody can come to the end and say, there's no that type of custom. If you are contesting something with your family, I mean that you don't want to laugh. I'm above 70. I'm telling you what is in Nigeria custom and the custom of this. And then you are coming here and say that make that type of custom in good life. If your father tells you, don't do this one, you say, if you are weak, you are abolish it. You are challenging your custom, challenging your father, and then you are coming to earth to tell us that type of thing. Thank you very much.
Elder Onoja, this one is not attacking. Was not attacking you. He didn't mention your name. Nobody said. He just gave his thoughts, just as you did, right? And he's Igbo. According to him, he's Igbo. So
he was just trying to clarify that there is no general custom that houses shouldn't be renovated.
You get.
But we also tried to clarify the context that what you meant was that it could be done in a family. The same way he said his dad said a particular structure should not be tampered with. So if grandchildren are coming, great grandchildren are coming, they would know that granddad or great granddad once said that structure should not be tampered with. So it becomes a custom. For that family, customized for that family. So that is what we are trying to explain.
Not generalized.
We have another call. Hello.
Hello.
Hello, good morning, Cassie.
Yes, good morning. How are you doing?
I'm okay. My name is Jom. I'm calling you from this state.
All right, IJ. Good to hear from you.
Chai. Go ahead.
It's my first time calling you.
It's your first time.
How do we say welcome in Igbo? No, right?
No.
No, yes.
No.
Dalo. Oh, Dalo.
Thank you.
All right, talk to us.
For me, it's the wife that I'm really blaming.
Okay.
I don't know if it's helping maybe the other part of the family. But she's the one that's supposed to do the work.
Thank you, my sister.
You know, people give importance to things according to how you carry your things.
Yeah.
Like when I entered Abuja, I stayed in all this one room, face me and slap you kind of house before I got my own.
Yeah.
So then I have my bucket that I used to bathe. All these public toilets. So that bucket, after bathing, if I come out, I'll remain a little water. I'll wash the bag and drop it. And any neighbor that comes, IJ, let me use your bucket. I say, no problem. They will carry it, use it, and do the same thing I do. Rinse the bag and drop it. And that same people, you see them, they will carry other people's phone, use it, and they will even kick it, drop it. The same way those people do.
Yes.
So, assuming the wife tells him, my family, even if you don't want to do, you do for my brothers, then the brothers can now, do for the parents. Women, we have a lot of rules to play.
Oh, IJ.
Have a lot of rules, yeah.
IJ.
He's a big boy now. That one should be a small thing for him.
You're right.
Thank you, IJ.
Yes.
Thank you so much,
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have a good day.
You too, IJ. Ooh, IJ right there. You
She
heard
opened our eyes to another angle.
You
and that
she
is
said
why I
women,
said that
the wife.
Yes, because
I told you
it's
that.
not even about coming to tell the husband that,
Yeah.
honey, you have to renovate. Because you can't tell me she's not getting some change.
No, which one is some? Why are you saying some change now?
We lost wife,
I'm
for goodness
pissed
sake.
now. I'm pissed
so
now.
she doesn't even need to wait for the husband. Save up money, renovate your
father's house.
You don't need the
Excuse you.
husband to do it because yes, it might be his money indirectly, but at least it's not.
It's not say that. Want to
It's
hear?
not like coming out clearly to tell him that, honey, you have to renovate
Clearly,
my husband's house.
She should not
I mean,
even
my
come
father's
out and
compound.
say you have to. That's the point. I think that's
She
where
should come out.
you don't come out and say
Exactly.
you have
You
to.
know, use woman power, the savings and everything. I'm
Child.
sure that the husband gives her money.
Man, did you hear that?
So, and
use
she
woman
also
power
has her
and the
own
savings.
businesses.
She said it though. So
we
that
have
tomorrow
women
when we
power
start
now.
this
There is
conversation,
woman power.
and then there's the savings. All right.
I don't understand.
No, you said it
You
though.
know-
Girlfriend show, we will handle this conversation. Don't worry.
You the way
It's
a woman
okay.
will go and enter is
It's
honestly,
okay. You say
I
what?
don't want to use swear words,
I'm
right?
a-
But
no.
where a woman will go and enter, a man cannot enter. It's a fact.
Woman power and the savings.
It's no.
It
I'm
has an
not
S,
deceiving.
plural.
I say savings.
Plural. Oh.
No savings,
Oh, I
like
heard
save money.
We'll go
Yeah,
on
she
a-
could save up in her colo.
We'll go on the
It's
playback.
possible.
We'll go on the playback.
You will listen to it
We'll
again.
go on the playback.
I said what
Cassie.
I said. I don't say things I can
Right.
not prove.
Anyways, though.
I'm just saying.
Got a message here. Let's see. Come on. Okay. Says, well, maximum respect to my father, Elder Onaja. I never meant to disrespect our custom or culture as a people. With due respect, sir, it is not in that concept, sir. With due respect, sir, don't be angry, sir. Okay, Uche right there.
Of course.
Woo, still saying Elder Onaja. It's like you are still misunderstood me. But if I've offended you,
exactly.
with due respect.
I think it's just a case of that's why we immediately tried to like clear the context.
I should give it to y'all.
Because Uche
Great.
did not mean to dispute what he was saying.
No, he wasn't
He
disputing
was just saying that,
He wasn't
sir,
disputing it.
as much as I see that this is customary to your family, it is not a standing tradition in Igbo land. Because we've seen our brother-in-laws renovate houses and everything. We've seen where in-laws have done great things in their in-laws' house. But, however,
However, of course, that part.
it's
What if the in-laws are saying no?
exactly
We want this thing to be the way it is
So
because we don't have the
that's
full.
the point where Elder Onoja is coming from. That like us in our family, as
Yes.
us Elder Onoja's family,
Yes.
we have this culture or tradition or custom or norm
Lay
that
down.
certain things like that would not be tampered with because a way of preserving our own identity.
That's right.
As a people, even where I come from, like my grandfather is buried in the compound. Yes.
Or not even inside the house.
No, in the compound.
Okay.
And my dad erected a resting room
There, on top of it.
So nobody can tamper with that. That is what it is. So come tomorrow, come today, that has to remain because that is the symbol of the person that started what we are today. So
the high point is if I was going to even tamper in any way, it means is to furthermore erect or build a better sitting area on that place.
Yes, if
but
you
not
could,
change
but
it.
not change the
Okay, I get
concept,
that.
because
I get
the
that.
whole idea is to maintain the identity of what that is.
That's right.
Yes,
I get that. Should we take that one before we just say
Okay,
bye-bye?
let's try. Let's hear what they have to say.
Hello.
Hello?
Yes.
Mr. John calling you back. You know, I want to tell you something.
John,
Some people
if you can,
doesn't
1 minute.
know that it's culture.
John, 1 minute, please.
I'm hearing you, sir. I'm hearing you, sir.
Time is far spent. Go ahead.
Okay.
No, I want to tell you one thing that I want you to understand. Some people doesn't know that is culture. The way another say.
Okay.
Hello?
Yes, we can hear you. Please go ahead.
So that is culture. That is culture. Even me, when I want to build my own house, I doesn't touch my father's own. Because that is the rule and regulation. Are you hearing me?
Yes, please. We can hear you.
There is something like that. Build your own. But that one where you meet, don't touch any. Except if you just want to repair it, repair it. That's all.
Okay.
That is like that.
All right. Thank you, John. Thank you so much, John. John right there calling out back to give us, reiterate. He has to reiterate on that one. So there's a culture. There's a practice. So please, how you do it, this may not be how I'm doing it. Might be from the same place, but we have our peculiarities. Right, Joseph from Jai is saying, it also means we should mind our business. They ask for you. They ask before you do. Simple. Mind your business. If they don't ask you, don't do nothing.
Do it.
But if they ask, okay, do it. That's it.
So right now, if the family asks, he can go ahead.
He can do.
And renovate the building.
But
But
if
if
they
they
don't
do not ask, he shouldn't stress himself.
Come and
after
just
all.
have a good time with them and drink palm wine.
Who wants to spend money after all? Well, I think it's been such an enlightening conversation, because this is why we get to have these talks here, because like we always say, nobody knows it all. It's always a learning ground where we learn, relearn, unlearn, and learn again. So thank you very much for giving us another opportunity to have this conversation with you here.
Right.
This is it's even more than a banter. A very serious one, I must say.
Right. Well, my name is Udwak Daniel. You already heard it from the media chick, Cassie. Call me UD, the golden voice on your radio. Coming right up at 11 o'clock is something you don't want to miss. What exactly is going on with Nigerians who are held back in Ethiopia? Is it for the right reasons or for the wrong reasons? And of course, after 2 years, the policeman, or after 35 years, the policeman retires and goes on with only 2 million naira. Or if not lesser, if not more, maybe at least the most will be 5 million naira. Why exactly is that so when we have some officers in the police at the high echelon who are still going home with billions and millions unaccounted for? And could this be why the police is where they are today? Oh, this conversation you don't want to miss. This is Eagles Morning Rises Breakfast Show, and that conversation is still ongoing on here.
All right.
All
like
right.
you heard, UD.
All right,
Enjoy the rest
Cassie.
of the moment, because this is the radio station that serves you variety just the way you like it. Keep listening.